Our Avery Haynes is just back from a week aboard the HMCS Toronto off the coast of Turkey. Tonight, we're looking at the women of the warship and face extra criticism for something the male officers have done for generations.
I have a 5-year-old son. His name is Blake.
Danny Turner's like a lot of moms, tries to find time in her day to squeeze in a workout. Has pictures of her little guy everywhere at work and struggles to navigate work-life balance.
How can I do that? How can I, choose a career over being a mom? I haven't made the choice. I'm doing my best to do both.
But unlike most moms, her workout platform is a warship. The photos of her son weren't taken by her, but for her. And work-life balance isn't in her vocabulary.
Do you go through or do you stop yourself from going through? Oh, I missed the first day of school. I missed the birthday. I missed Christmas.
You think about it, it's always there, but you can't dwell on it because otherwise you'll drive yourself crazy. I try to not to focus on an event per se or a Hallmark holiday. What I really focus on is the time that I am there, what I'll do when I get home.
Lieutenant Danny Turner got on this ship in July and won't be home to see her son Blake for a total of 7 long months.
I've spent a lot of time away at sea. In my career, I'm probably pushing about 800 plus days at sea. A lot of that's been in the last 5 years since my son's been born. It's all he knows. Mommy comes home, Mommy goes to sea. Mommy always comes home, and then sometimes I go a little bit longer.
Lieutenant Turner is in many ways a trailblazer, doing as a mother what many dads in the Navy have done for generations.
And I'm sure there have been people who judge you and think moms don't do that.
Absolutely, yeah. I try not to let people or negative comments really get me down. I feel like I'm definitely contributing to something, contributing to making the world better. I'm hoping that my son will grow up and respect me, respect women in positions of authority.
These are harpoons. They're the surface missiles that we have on board, and we have 8 of those, 4 on the port side, 4 on the starboard side.
Nadia Shields is the most powerful woman on HMCS Toronto, 3rd in command, combat officer.
It's pretty neat to be 3rd in command. I need to get command qualified in order to keep going forward, and I'm hoping to do that next summer. And then I'll be able to continue on and be 2nd in command and the executive officer, and I'm hoping to have my own ship.
So there's only been 1 female captain in the Canadian Navy?
There's been 1 woman CO for the Reg Force, a regular force, and then there's been a woman CO in the reserve force. I would like more women to have the command roles that's happily married, that has children, that is able to make a career in the Canadian Forces.
It won't be an easy task. Lieutenant Shields is married and wants a family.
You can't be pregnant and on a ship.
Then your career sort of has to be put on hold though, right? If you can't be, how does that work once you have a child?
I'm due to go to a shore posting after this, which is why we've planned it. It just adds a level of complication, which it does for anybody, but having a child doesn't impact your career, and nor should it.
What's this right here?
So these are the Evolved Sea Sparrow missiles. These are the anti-air missiles.
Ask 30-year-old Lieutenant Shields about her scariest moment on deployment, and she corrects you to describe it as exciting.
It was 2011, and we were off the coast of Libya, helping the Libyan people when they were going through their civil war. The pro-Gaddafi forces, they fired on us. I was the navigator at the time. I was on the bridge, and I got to drive the ship. It was definitely the highlight of that deployment in a good way. All of our training led up to that point, and we dealt with it the way that we should, and no one was hurt, and it was very exciting.
And for previous stories about my recent adventures on HMCS Toronto, including a moving Remembrance Day service on the high seas and the high-stakes anti-submarine warfare exercises that played out, just go to our website, citynews.ca/inside.